Come with us on the journey in the making of a Rowe Pottery crock through our production studio. First, the clay is measured into 30-pound bags. The potter starts by slicing the clay into appropriately sized weight chunks using a harp. Next, one of our potters, Jake, forms the crock on a wheel. The Rowe Pottery team is made up of around 20 people, including 5 potters, 2 decorators, a crew of shop workers, along with a team in shipping, quality control, and customer service to help create the beautiful Rowe Pottery pieces you see today. Once the crock is formed, they are left to dry for a certain period of time. After the crock has had time to dry, it'll be trimmed and smooth before they are ready to continue through the process. The creation of a Rowe Pottery piece takes about 2 to 3 weeks from start to finish. Once the crock is cleaned up, handles called lugs will be added on. Here, one of our potters, Rick, is adding the lug handles to each of the crocks. Rowe Pottery was founded in 1975 in the village of Cambridge, Wisconsin, and has been there since its beginning. We will be celebrating our 50th year in business soon. Next, a size stamp is added. Crocks come in half-gallon, 1-gallon, or 2-gallon. Each piece also receives a Rowe Pottery stamp as well as a potter's mark. Each potter has a unique mark to distinguish who created the piece and to give credit to the artist. Here, Rick is adding his potter's mark. If you're curious of who created your pot, please go to rowepottery.com and look at our current potter's marks. Next, the crocks will need to dry for a certain period of time. This amount of time will change based on the season and the amount of moisture in the air. If a piece breaks during this stage, it can be repugged for zero waste. Once they are bone dry, the crock interior needs to be glazed, which is shown by our potter, Hannah. Now the crock is ready to be decorated by our artist Lori with whichever design is needed. Here Lori is doing the tea-berry design. We also do a variety of personalized and customized pieces on your choice of pottery, which are a thoughtful gift for any occasion, like weddings, anniversaries, retirements, the birth of a new baby, or the buying of a new home. A decorator's mark is placed on the back of the crock at this time to identify the artist, just like a potter's mark. Now it is time for the finished glazing, as shown by one of our potters and production leads, Tanner. If you'd like to see our production studio in person, Rowe Pottery provides tours for school groups, clubs, or just individual parties that are wanting to learn more about the pottery making process. Now that the crocks have been formed, dried, glazed, and decorated, it is time to place the crocks in the kiln for firing. We fire our reduction kiln to temperatures over 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit, which takes around 12 hours. After the crocks have cooled and are removed from the kiln, the quality control team inspects each piece for any flaws. Once inspection is passed, the bottoms are sanded and the piece is ready to be sold in our store or online. Thank you for joining us for the making of a Rowe Pottery crock.